And that is that, ladies and gentlemen. Chelsea 1, Flamengo 3. An absolute capitulation if I've ever seen one. Horrendous second half of the second half performance. Where do we go from here regarding the Club World Cup and potential sales in the summer? From here, where do we go? We're going to discuss all of that. But first, let's discuss what happened at the start of the game in the lead up, in the build up to the absolute calamitous. I don't even know what to describe it. It was absolutely horrific. We'll get to that. The game started off shaky for Chelsea. It was a poor first 10 minutes. We didn't look comfortable at all. Flamengo were all over us, and I felt like they could have and maybe should have scored a few, maybe just one or two in those first 10 minutes. But then once Pedro Neto got that goal, which by the way, what absolute instinctive winger like performance he had today. It was an absolutely brilliant performance. If I could have any sort of positive from this game, Pedro Neto, he looked really alive. He, for me, was the best player for us today, and that goal was delightful. I mean, I thought when he made that run, I knew he was a fast player, but I was doubting whether he'd have that composure and that, you know, decisive, decision making in the last minute in the final third to know how to finish the ball under pressure. But it was a great finish, and Pedro Neto, for me, the only real highlight of today. And you know what? After the goal, it really was just, I was relaxed. But really, it was after the goal. I did feel as though we had the game in our control. I did think it was going to be a comfortable performance, but I was also a bit nervous because I knew we had to get that second goal. Because I've seen how the Brazilian teams have been doing this Club World Cup. They do not mess about. So we needed to kill them off, and we didn't do that. We brought Delap off around the 60th minute, which I thought wasn't the worst decision because he had already had a yellow card, and we know how he can tend to get. And considering I think it was 1-0 when he came off, if he'd stayed on for longer, maybe he would have got a little bit more heated and potentially got sent off. But what does it matter? Jackson came on, and guess what he does? Gets sent off. I think as soon as the second goal goes in, it was just an absolute disgrace. I couldn't believe my eyes when I saw it. And you know what? I would like somebody to fact check this, but I don't think I've ever seen a red card come out as quickly as this one did. It was like the challenge connected, and it was like I was expecting to see a yellow card. I mean, obviously it was a red card looking at the replay, but I saw the red and my heart dropped. I was like, wow, that's it, because it was 2-1, down to 10 men. That's it. All hope of a comeback lost. And what did happen with the goals? I think Gusto was really at fault for both of them, to be honest. I mean, maybe not so much the corner one, but I think the first one they got, really, I mean, what was he doing? I mean, even before that, he'd been caught lacking so many times, and I really think it was on Maresca today not bringing him off instead of James. I think James should have gone into that right back position, and Gusto should have come off for Lavia or whoever. But yeah, and just another awful performance from Gusto. I think if we can get any good money for him, he should be gone. But anyway, Sanchez as well gets beaten at the back post twice. It happened so quickly. I couldn't believe what I was watching. I actually couldn't believe what I was watching. It was really, really bad. But then the red card happens, and my head is so hot at that point. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. And and then after that, nothing much happened. We subbed on Gui and Madueke for Enzo and Palmer, which was weird because Enzo and Palmer are probably the only players who tend to get us goals or pop up, show up in these big moments in big games. But it wasn't going to change anything. Let's be honest. Palmer had to play up top, and it's not his position, and it wasn't good, man. And look, I'm also going to have to put some blame onto Enzo Maresca. I mean, what was he thinking today? What was he thinking? Firstly, starting Gusto. I mean, did you not see him at the Conference League final? Did you not see him in the game against LAFC? Did you not see him for the whole of last season when he played? He was absolutely dreadful. This is not the Gusto we had under Pochettino. This is a whole different player. And our defence just looks so much more exposed with him there. Apart from that, I do not understand the thought process behind not giving Andre Santos minutes. I get maybe not starting him, but not giving him minutes when we are already down or we're drawing and he's a player who knows Brazilian football, and he's got, an actual motive to want to beat Flamengo, considering, Corinthians and Flamengo are rivals. I just don't understand the thought process behind him not playing. And now, people coming out online and saying this is him now he's going to leave, or this is Chelsea opening the door to potential offers. And look, I don't want to entertain that too much because, just before this game, we were all hyped up about Andre Santos, playing next season and playing today. And just because he didn't get minutes today, I don't think that means he's going to leave. I really don't. I don't want to entertain that at all because it's an idea that I don't want to happen. I don't want Andre Santos to leave. To me, he's one of the most exciting players in Europe, so we cannot let him leave. I just hope he plays the next game, man. Honestly, he better because it was just bad today. And if we don't switch it up for the last game of the group, I don't even know what to say. But in terms of the group, I mean, Flamengo now have to play LAFC, and they just need a draw to finish top. I mean, as long as we just get the job done against Tunis and go through to the next round, I'm happy. But I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, today was really a big blow. It was a big setback, and I don't think this is going to have major repercussions for the season or the summer. I think Jackson now really, however, is in dangerous territory where his place is not safe at all. Considering we're looking for a new striker and already have the lap, and Jackson has performed how he's performed for the last few months with 2 red cards now, we cannot trust Jackson up top. And if we've got Jackson and Delap, 2 players who love to get a nibble of the opposition and aren't afraid to get a card, I mean, it's scary to say that these are 2 striker options. I think overall, whether Jackson stays or goes is still an issue at the club where we do just need to get some signings sorted because all over the pitch you could see there was quality lacking. And whether it's in terms of depth or just inconsistencies, but sometimes players just do not show up and we need to have more quality there. On the wing today, I mean, we started one winger, which was Neto. Palmer was playing on the right, and we had James playing as some sort of 10 box to box. I don't even know where Reece James was playing, and we had Gusta right back. It was just weird. I want to just go back to where we knew what positions players played in. Is that too much to ask for? Today it was just a case of we got too comfortable, we didn't kill off the game early enough, and then we just capitulated. We completely fell apart. The first goal went in, we were fine, okay, and we just let the same mistake happen again at the back post, off the corner. We just fell asleep defensively. Those 2 goals that we can see defensively were absolutely awful. And then the third one, I haven't even mentioned the third goal, where they just walked through us, to be honest. I mean, we had 10 men by that point, but and now my friends are messaging me. It's days like these where it's just hurts. But look, this is the thing. When I'm a really obviously passionate fan about Chelsea, I really care. So for me, every result matters, especially in competitions. So I tend to be very reactionary, and I think a lot of fans are. It's normal. It shows passion. It shows your love for the team and your care. So I think it's important to not get ahead of ourselves. We still had a good end to our season. We still are the favourites to go through in this group. Where now, although it might not be topping it, we still are going to go through probably, or we should go through. And then we'll have to see who we face next. It's looking like now it could be Bayern and then PSG, but it depends on where they finish in their groups. But look, PSG themselves lost to Botafogo. I mean, these things can happen. You can have poor performances, and I do think there were positives. Like I say, Pedro Neto was very good today, and he's been good this whole tournament. So that's something we need to look forward to see next season because if we're doubting our winger options, Pedro Neto might be one who you have to say his name's one of the first on the team sheet now. Another thing I want to touch on though, just before I finish the video, is Cole Palmer's been worrying me now for a while, but this was really not a good performance at all from him again. I think the Conference League final really did remind us that he's not just a 1.5 season wonder like some people try to say, but he really does have that quality there. But I don't know what it is, because days like these you really want him to change the game. You need him to change the game, and didn't happen for him today. And he needs to fix that up before the Prem season next year because we need him there. Palmer, we know how good Palmer is. We know what he's done for us, and as Chelsea fans, we have to support him, and we can't doubt his ability and talent. But full credit to Flamengo, they deserved it. There was obviously it's banter between fans before the game. Obviously, it's football. You're going to have back and forths, but Flamengo deserved it. We didn't, and that's just how the game goes sometimes. And it is what it is. But not a good day at all. Anyways, guys, this is my first video, but I'm planning on making a lot more. So just let me know what you want to see. I'm not just going to be trying to make Chelsea videos. Obviously, I'm a Chelsea fan, so the majority of videos will be Chelsea. But just let me know what you want to see. Tier lists, post-match reactions. I'll probably do a lot of pre-match like previews. Anything. I love football and I want to talk about it as much as I can. So if I can do that here, then that's why I'm going to do it. And if you guys want to listen to me ramble for a little bit every couple of days or every couple of weeks, be sure to like and subscribe to, I'm going on for too much. Anyways, just do what you have to do what you want to do. Have a good day, and I'll probably see you again before the game on Wednesday. I think it is. What is it, Wednesday? It's Wednesday, 2 a.m. I think. We better win.